Hi, good morning. My name is Patrick Henry Samson of PSID 3, and I am the project manager of our system.
And my name is Andrew Ferrer, the front-end developer of the.
Lastly, I am Jade S. I am the backend developer of our system.
Introduction of the study. Within the last 3 decades, technologies have extremely progressed to the point where everything is convenient. The process of school admissions and enrollment, including application, lotteries, and assignments and registration, is one of the costliest and time-consuming tasks that a school needs to conduct. Statement of the problem and its objectives. To resolve the problem in regards to the enrollment process of school, the following questions were drawn in order to answer these problems. How to provide the school with a system that will help improve the registration process of students efficiently? How will the system help the finance office with the collection of school fees? How will the system help the faculty members in evaluating their students' grades? And how will the system be a help to students for their enrollment in school?
Beneficiaries of the system: schools, registrar and finance office, faculty, students, and the researchers. Next is the scope and limitation of the study. The development of the online enrollment system will include the following. Log in, log out. The student will able to view their subject school fees, grades through the student information system by using their email to log in. 2FA, the student will able to incorporate two-factor authentication into their account to ensure that the security of the system is secure. Information update. The authorized user will be able to update important data of the enrollees in the system. If there are any incorrect input of the data, generate report. The system will able to generate reports for faculty members, students, and the finance office for the enrollment process. The search. Through the system, the authorized users will able to search for the student, subject, and class section information. However, the system will not receive any school requirement documents such as Form 137, Good Moral, and the applicants will need to go to the school in order to pass the documents upon enrollment. In addition, the system will not produce reports for school fees, and these reports will then bring the student to the finance office for the payment. After that, the finance office will then produce a receipt indicating that the school fees are fully paid, in which the student will present the receipt to the admin so that his or her enrollment is approved.
Now let's try to add an account for student and add a registration. And finally, we should be able to enroll that student. First, we need to log out this account. And let's try to add a new account. Let's try to add a username. For example, Andrew Ferrer. Add a email. This email is going to be used for logging in his account. For the password, let's just put a simple password. Just click this checkbox and be able to register this account. As you can see here, the student must fill this information in order to proceed. So if you click the registration page, you're not allowed to do that because we haven't submitted this information. So let's fill this out. Andrew Ferrer, full name. Now this should be able to proceed. This is the account settings where the student or the user can edit his personal info, full name, their information, the contacts, and we should be able to go to the registration page where we can add registration for the student. Let's try to add one. So it's gonna be prompt in order to proceed for a password confirmation. Try to hit password. It's only once. Once you type it in, it will not ask again. So for the registration info, try to add try to enroll this as a first year student for BSIT program for first term. So let's try to add this type as a new student, first year, and program BSIT for first term. And let's proceed. So should be able to see the subjects needed for that level, and you can also select the subjects the student want to enroll. So just for now, let's try to enroll to all of the subjects. Click this and submit. Now, okay, registration is successful. We can see this record as a pending. Let's try to view this registration. The student here should be able to see his pre-registration info, his own details, and the subjects enrolled, and the fees. He should also be able to export this as a PDF file. He can use this to present to the finance or accounting office. Now to the admin, go to the pre-enrollment page. Yes, we are able to see the registration of Andrew Ferrer as a first year. The status is still pending, so let's try to enroll this student. Try to view and try to enroll. As you can see here, the enroll buttons can only be seen here as a admin on the student side, where we shouldn't be able to see that because a student can uh, this student can basically can enroll himself. Only admins are allowed to do that. So admins try to enroll this student in BSIT 1A, submit. So the student has been enrolled. You can see now the status as enrolled and its action. We had to go back to the student account, try to refresh this. Now this registration is now enrolled. Go back here to see all the details. We head over this personal profile. Should be able to see student ID because now the student is now enrolled as a first year student based IT in first year. The recent activity here on this uh, last part here, this is just the recent registration of the student. So, okay, if the student wants to see the schedule of that section where he was enrolled to, just go to the schedules and see this section. So now you have only this schedule. Go back to the admin account and the we should be able to view the grades of the student. We add this a grade here, passing grade 91. And student's grades has been updated. Should be able to see the grade of 91 here and remark or pass. Okay, now let's go back to the section page. Here we are able to track the number current number of students enrolled under these sections. So for this BSIT 1A first term, we have a two students enrolled under this section. So there will be a time that these available seats are filled. So at that point, we are not will not be able to enroll new and incoming students because the seats are full. Now for us to be able to enroll students again and give them a seats under these sections, we should release the current students enrolled under this section. You can release them uh, one by one, but if you want, you can release students from different levels, release students under these sections from different levels. So let's try to release them all at once. So you should be able to see zeros here as the current number of students enrolled under these sections. If we go back to the pre-enrollment page, it is now empty. The registrations are not deleted. They are just being moved on this release page after the students have been released. So the reason is, for example, we have over a thousands of students, meaning we will see here thousands of registrations as well, and that can be quite overwhelming. So yes, that's the whole process. The admin should be able to enroll new and incoming registration by the students. The admin are now in.